So usually when you tune into the Pyro Live channel, you will hear the latest daily slop, some internet drama, Sniper Wolf, some streamer cheating, something like that. But this is not one of those videos. This is a much more serious video. I'm not going to be cracking any jokes here or anything. So if you want to watch something with the haha teehee funnies, I would definitely recommend just watching any of the other videos that I've uploaded. So the reason why I'm not making any laugh out loud LMAO jokes is because this revolves around a TikTok creator. There was a really horrible situation surrounding them. So this situation revolves around the TikTok creator Inquisitor Ghost, and they are no longer with us. His real name was Vincent Placci. I might be butchering the surname. I apologize for that. But he was essentially an Italian Call of Duty cosplayer. And if you go onto TikTok, Call of Duty cosplaying, especially with the character Ghost, because, you know, like, masked character is anonymous, it is viral. There are so many people that are doing that. It's crazy. But what Vincent would do was frequently cosplay as Ghost, but have kind of a Star Wars twist on it. So it'd be Ghost from Modern Warfare, but he'd have a lightsaber, which is probably something that they're going to add into the Call of Duty Battle Pass, let's be fair. Now, I'm assuming Vincent got the name Inquisitor from the actual Star Wars Inquisitors. I am by no means a Star Wars lore master. I know pretty much nothing about Star Wars. I watched the prequel films on VHS as a kid, and rewatching them again, they're not very good. But Inquisitors were basically people that were Force sensitive, and they worked for the Galactic Empire, usually like converted Jedis onto the dark side, the bad guys. So if you couldn't tell, Inquisitor was a huge fan of Star Wars. But now, if you go onto his TikTok account or try to look it up, it's been completely banned. It just isn't on the site anymore. There's actually a screenshot that was shown of Inquisitor's TikTok account before being suspended, and he amassed basically 150,000 followers. That is a lot. And by looking at the pinned TikToks that he made, you can see that, you know, some of these TikToks have the best part of 1 million views. So he definitely had some bangers. So on the 9th of October, Inquisitor went live on TikTok, doing a TikTok live. And then the people that joined the stream, all they basically saw was a dark, empty room. And also on top of that, the chat was entirely turned off. And then suddenly, during his stream, the windows ended up being smashed, and someone was appearing to perform CPR on the Inquisitor. And then also on top of that, there was someone in the background as well, like on the phone. And you can hear like a voice during the recording demanding that in Italian that they call someone. I'm not going to show the actual video because that would be a speed run of having this video pulled, and also I think it'd be pretty disrespectful to play the entire video out. But here's a still screenshot of the live stream just to kind of give you the idea that it was so hard to make anything out, and also the fact that you couldn't comment on the stream so people couldn't actually communicate with each other to try and decipher what was going on. It was very confusing. So the first conclusion that everyone came to is that the Inquisitor passed away on the TikTok live. And then shortly after, the death was actually confirmed by a friend. Now, there was a woman who appeared like romantically involved with the Inquisitor, and she actually did her own TikTok with a bunch of slides of her and the cosplayer. The TikTok, the caption itself saying, "Now your anxiety is gone. You are in a quiet place. I'm grateful that you have finally found peace. I loved you. P.S. You're Padme." And then if you go through the TikToks, you can see a bunch of pictures of like her and the Inquisitor, and they seem to be quite romantically involved. You can even see a picture of Vincent without the Ghost cosplay in the final slide. Now, this is where the story becomes very, very bizarre. I thought originally this was a case of, you know, someone having problems at home, or you just don't know. There could be a myriad of reasons that would lead someone to, you know, committing such an act on themselves. But then several people came forward saying that the Inquisitor, at the age of 23, was inappropriately interacting with a minor. Now, at the time, there were 3 people that came forward with the initial accusation. A guy called Tito, another COD cosplayer called Keegan, and a 17-year-old girl named AJ. I'm referring to them by their names because I don't want to, you know, just drop their handles and stuff, because I think with this situation, I think just like publicly naming their ats and giving their handles away, as much as I can say, don't harass these people, that shit just doesn't work. So shortly after the Inquisitor took their own life, Keegan and Tito deactivated their TikTok accounts. Now, there were circulating screenshots between the Inquisitor and AJ that were doing rounds around the internet. However, apparently, it actually came out that AJ was the one that was pursuing the Inquisitor, but more importantly, she was lying about her age. And on top of this, Inquisitor actually had minors DNI, or do not interact, on his page. Now, I'm not the person to break this story. I'm actually pretty late to it because this was essentially a TikTok situation. Many TikTokers, you know, kind of came together to list the events and all the false allegations. Like, for example, this TikTok here that does a really good job condensing the entire situation, and it has around 300,000 likes.
His home was successfully entered and CPR was performed, but tragically his father has confirmed his passing. He was only 23 years old. His accusers are a 20-year-old man who we only know as Tito, this adult woman who we only know as Keegan's Mask, and Tito's 17-year-old minor girlfriend who we only know as AJ. The plot to forge false allegations against Inquisitor 3 began in mid to late September when Tito and his minor girlfriend AJ began exchanging texts like these.
They actually shown screenshots here. It's not a life or death crisis, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to keep flirting with him, that being Inquisitor, and see where it goes. If he starts to get sexual, then I will expose him. We just need better and more proof. And then when Inquisitor actually pushes AJ away, the girl, she basically lies to him and says, I'm actually not a minor. And then later down the road, apparently AJ offers to edit Inquisitor's videos. And then AJ and Tito took these messages with the Inquisitor and ran to Keegan with them. Keegan being a popular cosplay TikToker at the time, dressing up in the whole kind of combat, mil-spec gear. And this whole situation really, really sucks. And in kind of a tribute, people would start to repost popular moments from Inquisitor's live streams. Like, for example, one time when Saber Theory, a very popular company that makes these Star Wars lightsabers that he loves so much, ended up following him. And you can see his reaction. He's completely ecstatic.
We did it. Saber Theory just followed me. Saber Theory just followed me on Instagram. Saber Theory just followed me on Instagram. Saber Theory just followed me on Instagram and sent me a message. Sent me.
So eventually this whole situation reached a boiling point, and Inquisitor basically said to AJ, can you stop messaging me? And then in early October, Keegan, with all of these screenshots between AJ and Inquisitor, ends up posting all of them on TikTok. The problem is, apparently, Keegan shared these messages without any kind of context. It was basically just a screen dump of screenshots. So what this instantly did was portray Inquisitor as, you know, some kind of predator. So any kind of interaction that the Inquisitor would have came across as basically flirting. With one of the messages Inquisitor apparently saying is, I'ma marry you and thank you, honey. So people that support and follow Inquisitor basically believe that he wasn't being flirtatious. This is more just him like showing appreciation for the edits that AJ was doing for him. Obviously saying stuff like I'ma marry you can be interpreted in a lot of different ways, but I mean, like in that clip I just shown you of him getting an account that followed him, he's basically reverted back to like a child. Like he is so ecstatic.
Oh my god! 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 No! 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 I'm not ready! 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 I am not ready! Oh my god! Oh my god!
So obviously the rumor was perpetuated that Inquisitor was basically just a straight up predator. And that spread like wildfire on TikTok because TikTok is the only other app I can think of apart from Twitter that revels in drama. Now, a lot of these comments ended up going to Inquisitor. People were commenting on his actual feed, on his profile, on his live streams. There was even a message from Inquisitor all the way back on the 20th of September. And it says, I'm very scared, not gonna lie. I care so much for my community, and the last thing I want is them seeing me like some monster. You can even see in these screenshots, like he's admitting in private to someone that he's done. Like the drama is basically killed any kind of passion he had to create content. I'll do my first 3 lightsabers reviews, and then I'll close everything. I'm very tired. You can even see some of the screenshots here of Inquisitor like allegedly confronting one of them. And this person is acting like they're all buddy-buddy wanting to support them. And then they pull up a screenshot where they're, you know, basically calling them a straight up. And then they come up with this bizarre cope saying, oh, I wasn't online today. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Someone got into my account. Which, by the way, is the exact same excuse that that girl playing CSGO used when she was found using cheats. Someone just got into her account. Now, the problem is with the Inquisitor, he had a lot of followers, 150,000. But Keegan and Tito, the people that came out with the allegations, they had a much larger following. And what usually happens in situations like this, whoever has the biggest following ends up bodying the person with the smaller following. after the Inquisitor took his own life, there was a very long aftermath period where a lot of the people that accused him basically came forward saying, oh, I didn't want him to be exposed. For example, Tito, before deleting their account, came forward and said that he didn't want AJ to expose Inquisitor and that he is a man of God. And he didn't want any of this to happen.
All I'm saying right here is that I want more proof to convince myself that he is a... That's all I wanted, was more proof that he is what we actually think he is. Here's another thing. I did not tell her to lie. I did not tell her to crop screenshots. I did not tell her to edit things. I am being completely honest with you. So basically the reason she went back to talk to him was because I needed more proof for myself. I am a man of God. I don't like ruining people's lives. I never wanted to ruin anybody's lives. And I wanted none of this to happen.
And also, Keegan, before deleting her TikTok, apparently made a video of herself just staring out of a window, looking very solemn, and apparently writing on the TikTok, me watching minors blatantly lie about other content creators for attention. Apparently herself saying that she wants to take a break from social media for her own mental health. And she's also made a public apology. So Tito apparently apologized, Keegan apparently apologized, and also AJ, the girl that was messaging the Inquisitor. Now, I do want to say, with AJ coming forward, this is all alleged. I'm not even sure if this is true or not. This is someone that was basically doing a duet before the account was deleted. But again, it could literally be the equivalent of cool story, bro. But if the statement is true, she basically apologized for her actions. I didn't mean to hurt him. I went too far with this. He didn't deserve that, and I know it's too late to apologize, but I hope one day you can forgive me for my stupid actions. And then she requested that people stop sending death threats to everyone involved. Also adding, the best thing to do is to just not hate. A person died. Please do better, COD community. I will better myself. Rest in peace, Vincent. Now, that last bit of the post makes me think it isn't real. That's why I'm adding a huge allegedly on it, because why would you basically, you know, set up this whole scenario where you've drove someone into taking their own life and then be like, come on guys, we need to be better as a community? It almost feels like bait. Like the apology is that bad. It's almost like kind of a 4D chess move to make the people that went after Vincent look even worse, which by internet standards, people indoors all day with too much time on their hands, I would definitely believe that. So that's pretty much the entire situation so far. There haven't been many developments. There's obviously been an insane amount of support towards Inquisitor. It just sucks. It's a really shitty situation. And I can't say anything else about that. It fucking sucks.